Hey man, what's going on, man? Goose here, and hey man, LSU and Nicholls just ended. That the Tigers win 5-3 as they get a hard fought victory as they get a hard fought victory as they win 5-3 over the Nicholls Colonels. This was a very good game, much better than the game that they played about a month ago in Baton Rouge when LSU swept the Colonel. I mean, not swept them. They run ruled them. So Tigers win 5-3. They score all 5 runs in the seventh inning. Colonel scored one in the third, two in the fourth. As LSU had a really tough time scoring runs in this game, as they just couldn't get those time. They couldn't get timely hits. They finally got those timely hits in the seventh inning. As yeah, it was a tough go, man. It was a really tough go at it. As Courier was 0 for 5, but he did get on base, so he keeps his on base streak alive for LSU. Jones was 1 for 6. Dickinson was 2 for 4. Pearson was a 1 for 3. John Pearson was 0 for 0. Did have a walk, and he came around and scored a run in the game. Then Braswell was 0 for 1. Fry was 3 for 4. He had a good day. Milam was 2 for 4. Aaron Beatty was 0 for 2. Brown was 1 for 3. Reeves was 0 for 2. Hernandez was 0 for 2. And then Stanfield was 1 for 3. And Brown had 2 RBIs. Stanfield, man, 2 RBIs in the 9-hole spot. And Milam had an RBI also. Yeah, Stanfield, man, just keeps producing in the 9-hole spot. As I like when he started off the year, he was the leadoff hitter, and Jay Johnson did a really good job at moving Curiel in the 1 spot and Stanfield in the 9 spot because he's really flourishing in the 9 spot. They need to not mess with that. All right, let's look at the pitchers because Ware started the game. He went 3 innings, gave up 1 run. It was not earned. He struck out didn't strike out anybody and walked 1. Then you had Newt. He went 2/3 of an inning and he gave up 2 runs. They were earned, 2 hits, and he walked 2 and struck out 0. Yeah, Newt didn't have a good day. And then Benj came in, pitched an inning and a third, struck out 2. And then Schmidt came in, pitched the last 4 innings, struck out 8 batters and walked 2. So Schmidt came in the 9th inning and did really well for the Tigers. And Nicholls pitching really wasn't that bad at all until the 7th inning. I mean, Hill came in, pitched 3 innings. What's the guy McGivney? He pitched 2 innings. Uh, then you had Woody Brennan. He came in, pitched a third of an inning, and everybody and those pitchers gave up nothing. It was Bordelon, and then it was Poirier that gave up the 2 runs for Bordelon, 3 for Poirier, and that was just those 2 guys were the ones that had troubles getting LSU out. So let's see Nicholls. Let's look at the Nicholls batting. Come on, here we go. We got Irving was 1 for 4. James was 1 for 3. Kalura was 0 for 4. Bodiger was 0 for 4. Jenkins was 0 for 4. Booker was 1 for 3. He had a nice catch in center field in the game. Capel was 0 for 2. Then you had Ingersoll was 1 for 4. And Mock was 0 for 3. And Ingersoll did have the 2 RBIs for Nicholls. They did have 3 runs, and one of them was unearned. So Nicholls falls to 12-21 on the season. LSU improves to 31-3. LSU has a big series coming up against Auburn starting Friday night as Friday, Saturday. So finally get a Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. I love playing Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I know, just that's just college baseball to me. Not Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But anyway, so be it. But Tigers win 5-3 as they get another victory. Is looking at the box score. It's probably going to be who's going to get the win. It's probably going to be Man, it might be. It's gonna be Schmidt. Yeah, it's gonna be Schmidt gonna get the win in relief for LSU. Looking at the box score, it's probably gonna be the guy who's gonna get the W in relief. Schmidt pitched really well today. I struck out 8 in but 4 innings and only walked 2. No runs given up, which is good, and 3 groundouts and 1 flyout. So he did really did well. When he kept the ball on the ground outside of 1 ball. So good job for Schmidt as he gets the win. Tigers win 5-3 as they will play Auburn on the weekend, and that should be a interesting series going on the plains, going on the road. As can LSU keep their hot streak alive? They swept Mississippi State, they swept Oklahoma, and they're on a 6-game winning streak in the SEC. And they got to keep it going because Arkansas and Texas are really playing well right now. Have a good one, and we'll see you guys next time. Go Tigers!